Hi, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm Rochelle from Withers Family Travel, and we are a cruising travel agency. We would love to help you book your next amazing cruise, whether it's your first time cruising or you've cruised several times. Please reach out to us to our website listed below, and we'll get started on helping you book your next amazing cruise. But today, I actually want to talk to you all about the importance of having travel insurance. We recently went on a small group cruise. It was me and my husband, and we had 7 clients sailing out with us. We actually flew out the day prior, which we always recommend our clients to do. We were the first flight leaving out at 5 o'clock that morning. We all got on the plane. We were waiting on them to take off. The pilot actually came on and let us know that we were going to be flying into some rough weather or some type of turbulence, and they needed to add additional fuel, and so that he would keep us updated. About 20 minutes later, he came back on and stated that they did add the additional fuel, but the gauge on his dashboard was not showing that that fuel had been added, and that we all needed to get off the plane so that they could fix it. The people were not actually on site, so it would be a little bit before they got there, and that they would keep us updated. So we got off the plane. We were sitting there waiting. They were updating us and letting us know, delays after delays. It was probably about 10 o'clock. Still, the people hadn't fixed it. And so they started issuing food vouchers. And we went to the counter because at this time we had missed our connecting flight in Atlanta. The attendant actually rebooked all of us on a later flight. So we ate some breakfast and we sat there, waited, and they continued to have delays after delays, but they were updating us. And so, probably about 1 o'clock that afternoon, now we actually got to the airport at 4 and it was 1 o'clock. We had missed our second connecting flight, so we went back up to the attendant, let her know we needed to rebook. And by this time, she let us know that she could only get 2 people to Florida, and it was 9 of us. We let her know that wasn't going to work, and so she found 9 seats that she could get us all on, but we were only going to be going to Atlanta, and we would have to spend the night in Atlanta. They offered to put us up in a hotel because we actually had a hotel already paid for in Florida because that was the actual city that we were going to be porting out of. So this was the only option at this time. They all booked us on a flight, and we would have to stay in Atlanta, which, like I said, they put us up in a hotel, which was great. But the only problem with that was 7 of us were on one flight leaving out at a specific time, and then 2 were on an hour later flight. But we would be getting to Florida that morning in time enough for the cruise. So we took that option. We left out probably about 3 something that afternoon. We all got to Atlanta. We went to the hotel. We got to the hotel. It was about 9:30 that night. So all we could do was go to sleep because we actually had to get up first thing the next morning to catch that early flight to get to Florida. So we all met down in the lobby. We caught a shuttle from the actual hotel to the airport. 7 of us got on the earlier flight. We were in communication where to meet each other. The other 2 got on a later flight. We all met at the baggage claim in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we actually caught a shuttle leaving the airport and went straight to the ship. The airlines are not required to issue food vouchers or hotel accommodations. They did that due to maintenance issues. But if this was weather related, they're not required to do that. We were grateful that they, gave food vouchers and to actually put us up in a hotel. And it all worked out to where we got to where we needed to. Now, me and my husband have traveled for over 20 years, and this has never happened to us, but we always have travel insurance, and we recommend to get that in case of something like this. With travel insurance, you actually have to pay out of pocket, so you always want to take extra cash with you and have a credit card in case you need to pay. You'll put in a claim, and then you'll be reimbursed. So whether you choose to get the insurance through a third party or through the cruise line, that's how travel insurance works. But at least you would have, got your money back. Now, travel insurance also helps cover in case you get sick and have to be med-flighted off the ship, which is very expensive. It helps cover that. Also, say that you got sick and you weren't able to go on your cruise, or that we missed our cruise, you could have gotten reimbursed for your cruise. So I would rather be out of a couple of $100 getting insurance versus be out of $1,000 and didn't even get to go on my cruise. So we always recommend getting cruise insurance or travel insurance in case of any delays. Everybody thinks they're going to go on their cruise. They think they're not going to get sick. But in case you do, you'll have a backup. And last but not least, about travel insurance. They also offer an annual plan. So if you travel 2 or 3 times a year or several times a year, that would be the best plan for you because it'll cover you for 1 full year on all of your cruises. The one that we recommend, or the one that we usually use, is called Allianz, Allianz. But that's through a third party where they offer annual. You can't get an annual plan through the cruise line. But if you enjoyed this, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, add comment, and share this out to your friends. Thank you. Bye-bye.